you have kids under the age of 18 and a business, then you have a huge opportunity to save in taxes. It's simple. You hire them in your business and then you place them on your payroll. That's right. Coach Sean is not crazy. You can actually hire your kids. Hire Lisa, Taylor, or Jason as employees in your business. And not only will you save money in taxes, but the money you pay them can go directly to child expenses like the clothes, school supplies, college savings, and a whole lot more. And I mean, why not involve your kids in your business? I mean, you are the CEO of your last name, right? So show them the ropes and teach them all about entrepreneurship, all while saving thousands of dollars on taxes. I actually recommend this to my business clients as a tax planning strategy. But here's the thing, there are rules and a proper way to do it. So let's check it out in the video right here, where I'm going to break down to you everything you know in order to accomplish this, right? So the first thing that I'm going to need you to do is like, comment, and share. All right. So, hey guys, I'm Coach Sean, CEO of C3 Coaching Strategies. And I'm super excited today to show you how to put your kids on payroll. By the end of this video, you will understand why hiring your kids will save you thousands of dollars in taxes, how you can hire your kids and avoid paying taxes on their income, and the rules that you need to abide to hire your children. If that sounds like really good to you, then once again, I want you to go ahead, do me a favor. I want you to like this video and don't forget to follow us so that you don't miss out on future videos. And to be honest, it makes me really, really, really happy when you follow, subscribe, and share. So thank you very much for doing that. Now let's get right into this. Why is hiring your children a beneficial tax strategy for you and your kids? Okay, I'll tell you. It's simple. You get a tax write-off for the paycheck, and in return, your kids or you get to use that income tax-free to help provide for whatever they need. However, it's only tax-free if you pay them under the standard deductions. For now, 2022, that was $12,950. Now, what makes it a very important number is that when you hire your kids, if you if you pay them more than that amount, then you're going to be required to pay and file taxes on that income. So make sure you pay them less than that amount. So now, do you understand why this is such a valuable tax strategy? For each kid, you can keep $12,000. Now, we all know kids cost money. So stop paying taxes and pay your kid. It makes very good sense to do. And if you do it this way, actually, your business will not be required to pay taxes on the income of the child. So in the case like this, you didn't know almost every employer must pay Social Security and Medicare taxes, together known as FICA, for each employee that they have on payroll. But since you're paying your child as an employee, you don't have to pay the Medicare and the FICA. I mean, another savings, right? So now, according to the IRS, this is the IRS here, payments for the services of a child under 18 who works for his or her parents or guardians in a trade or business are not subject to Social Security and Medicare taxes. Now, the trade or the business has to be a sole proprietorship or partnership in which each partner is a parent or guardian of the child. It doesn't cost you any additional money to hire your kids. Only the pay that you're giving them, which you're going to spend on them anyway. Now, the rules are a little different if you're an S Corp or if you're a C Corp. Because if you pay your kids from an S Corp or a C Corp, then you're going to be obligated to pay Social Security and Medicare. But you can get around that by establishing a family management company or FMC, right? And this will act as the middleman between your corp, C Corp, and your child. A family management company is simply a separate business that is either a sole proprietorship, LLC, or partnership that is owned by the parent or parents. Now, what you would do is have the S Corp or the C Corp pay the family management company a management fee for services, and the family management company would then pay the child to perform those services. So now your kids will need to be on the family management company's payroll in order for them to get paid from the FMC, so that you can avoid the employer payroll tax expense, because that makes sense, right? Now, let me know in the comments if you like to learn more about setting up an FMC, or you can just check out one of my other videos, right, where I break down how you do it. So now that you understand the benefits of hiring your kids, let's talk about some details and how all of this is going to work. So, the first thing to remember is this: when hiring your kids, is make sure you have actual work for them to do. This work doesn't have to be technical or complex. It can be as simple as addressing envelopes, janitorial assistance, sweeping the office, answering the phones, or helping with your website. Whatever it is, their work should be ordinary, but it also has to be necessary for your business. It cannot be personal services like making the bed or washing the dishes, unless you're a restaurant or Airbnb. You may also want to make sure that the work is age appropriate. It is highly unlikely that a 3-year-old can answer calls for your real estate company, or cut hair in your barbershop or your hair salon, right? It's also unlikely that a 3-year-old can do anything at all except model for your social media, right? That's marketing. So, with this in mind, your kids will have to be old enough, right, to actually do business related tasks in your company. Again, it doesn't have to be complicated, but it does have to be within your child's capabilities. So, once you know what they will do, it's important that you keep track of the work and the hours that they're actually performing this, just like you would do with any other employee. Now, the IRS always wants you to document everything, and this is going to be no different. Make sure you use something like a timesheet to keep track of the days and the duties that they perform the work and the hours that they work. You may also want them to sign an employment contract with you. This is a way of getting them acclimated to the work world, right? It's going to outline their job role and their pay, something similar to a chore contract. This is not legally required, but it's going to help justify their employment in your business. Now, the next thing that I want you to keep in mind is this: your kids' pay should be services they actually perform and should be reasonable. Now, when doing this strategy, it is most advantageous to pay your kids as much as possible. This way, you can take home a bigger business deduction and shift some of your income to your kids, or probably at a much lower tax bracket. However, you can't just pay them any amount. It has to be comparable to what others are making doing the same job. For instance, you can't pay your kids $100 an hour to clean their office when other people that clean offices in your area are making $15 an hour. So make sure you do the research, you give them a job description and duties, and figure out a pay that's comparable. So first, find out what workers doing the same duties are being paid. You shouldn't have a problem as long as you're paying your kids no more than what you would pay a stranger to do the same thing. You also want to make sure that you pay them using a method that has a paper trail. So don't pay them in cash, since that's going to be harder to keep track of. Instead, you want to pay your kids by check. Pay them by direct deposit. Their pay should be made out to them in their name and deposited in an account with their name on it. The account can be a 529 account. That's a college savings account. It can be a Roth IRA account or a custodial account that you control until your child turns 21. So you can literally help them save for college or invest, or even cover their future costs, all tax free, because as long as their pay is not over the standard deduction, then they will not have to pay taxes on this income, right? So that's a great way for you to save for them and also for you to get to use as a tax strategy. Now, lastly, as an employer, you still have to comply with some legal requirements, right? This is what you would do if you hired a complete stranger. You're still going to need them to fill out a W-4 and an I-9 for your child, right? Your child should have a social security number, but if they don't, they need to apply for one. Also, if your business does not have an EIN or employer identification number, then you're going to need to apply for one of those as well. Your business has to be a legit business with the state. If it's not, we can help you with this. Just make sure you go through, schedule a free consultation with me, and let's make sure that your business is set up properly so that you can hire your kids. All right, now you've made it to the end of this video. I hope the information has been very beneficial to you and that you consider putting your kids on payroll so that you can save thousands of dollars on taxes. Let me know in the comments how many kids you have and if you would consider hiring them in your business. Until next time, I want you to make sure you like, follow, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and that you share this with friends. I'll see you in the next video.